Parable of the Four Trees. There were once 4 clay pots. Rich soil was put inside them, and in each one a tree seed. Watered often, the little trees grew quickly, until one day the trees' roots filled the pots, and the nutrients were depleted. As the water became their only source of sustenance, the trees stopped growing. "What shall we do?" said one of the trees. "Our rich soil is now gone, and there is no more space in our pots to grow." Sometime after, during a storm, a rock rolled and hit one of the clay pots, causing it to crack. Seizing the opportunity, the little tree's roots reached out through the crack and down to the ground. "Only dry and barren dirt lay under our pots," said the 3 trees to the one. But the one tree mustered courage, patience, and determination, and as it pushed down through the barren dirt, it eventually found rich deposits of minerals and nutrients. With the newfound nourishment, the one tree was able to resume its growth, and it grew tall and strong, and eventually gave shade to the other small potted trees. Hi, my name is Paul Andrews. I created this parable to illustrate and show how my life was, and to help you understand my decision and how it happened to me. This little parable is perfect. It shows in detail all the things that I kind of went through. To start out with, I would like to say that I was born in the church. I grew up LDS. And at first and throughout my youth, I really enjoyed everything. I loved it. It was a very spiritually rich place for me to be in. And throughout my whole youth and all the way until my 30s, I really loved the church. I wanted to be in it, enjoy it, and live it fully. It was towards the end of my 20s when I became a little bit just maybe bored. That would be the word. I was bored. Everything seemed to be repetitious. I wanted to learn and discover new things. And I always believed that there was more out there, that there were mysteries to be found and knowledge to be obtained. So I set out on my own to find this knowledge that I believed was out there. And so I dived into the unknown. And to put it in perspective for you, it was like sailing out into the ocean, not knowing where I would end. So it took a little bit of courage, and I went out there, and to be honest, I felt a little lost for a while. I wasn't sure if it was the right thing for me to do, to leave the church, because I had to leave in order to study new things. And on occasion, I would still go to Sunday meetings and stuff like that. But as the parable narrates, as I describe it in the parable, that's probably the better word, I did find treasures of hidden knowledge, and my understanding of life and the purpose of life, and my awareness of our existence grew so much that to me, it wasn't easy to go back to church and talk about the good old things, the same lessons, the same routine. From my perspective, I felt like I was in high school on a spiritual level, going to third grade. So when your mind is awakened, you just can't go back to the same old teachings and see them as 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 good or beneficial. Right now, I see the LDS Church as third grade. So go to third grade for the rest of your life and repeat and repeat and repeat, and tell yourself that that's good for you. See, I don't believe that. I believe now in growth, and as the tree in the parable, I can grow and grow and grow, and there's no stopping as long as I find the nutrients in the water to keep growing. So the way I conduct my life right now, this is my new dogma. I question and consider all things, and I believe that there is knowledge and understanding and wisdom without end. And this is my purpose in life, to find new knowledge. And I'm going to confess to you that knowledge can be a burden, especially when you know you can't share it with others. Knowledge can be a burden, so you have to know how to retain it and share it only when the time is right and with the right people. As I said, knowledge can be dangerous. If you share it with the wrong people, people who are not ready to hear it, it can hurt them. So when you learn wisdom, you have to be wise also at dispensing it or dishing it out. I met throughout my life men and women who have learned a lot and they just couldn't shut up. They had to tell everybody everything they knew. And I found that to be a problem. So when you learn new things, you have to learn to hold them in and carry them and treat them as a special treasure. So this is the meaning of this parable. Do I still consider myself a member of the LDS Church? I don't think so. So what am I now? I consider myself a mystic, a person who has understanding, a higher level of consciousness, and that's who I am now. And I hope you find valuable the things that I will share with you in this channel. Thank you, and much love to you, and until we meet again.